Hey guys, this one is the best Android apps for this year. I have 10 apps on the list that are kind of unknown, and we have a variety of apps here, some useful apps, also just some cool and interesting apps, and a few apps that might really be useful and helpful for you for everyday life. So let's get started with number one. Ratio Launcher. This is a really minimalist launcher, and it's just come out in the last few weeks or months, and it's a way to help you be more productive and minimize distractions on your phone. You'll see you get this dark layout and everything is simplified. You have cards which you can expand. You can also pin your apps up to the top if they're very useful and well used for you. And there's this search bar at the bottom. You can swipe right to find your apps and they're all categorized for you, or you can just use the search bar at the bottom to search for your apps. So you can't see them all laid out on the screen. Again, just trying to minimize distractions on the phone. You can also mark some apps to make them stand out. So if they are well used, you can make them really pop out with this yellow mark. What's really great as well is you can see all of your app usage time below the apps. So you can see how much time you're spending on each app. Just a nice reminder to say, oh, I spent like 5 hours on TikTok today. I need to stop using that one. Access dots is a way to get those iPhone dots on your Android device. So when the iPhone 12 came out and iOS 14, it came with these two dots, a green and an orange dot. So it would tell you if your camera was being used or had been used in the last few seconds or so. Same with your microphone. Well, with so many Android brands, so many different phones, so many different skins on top of Android, obviously it's hard for them all to make a feature like this. Well, you can download this app and it gives you that functionality. But because it's Android, obviously everything is customizable. You can change the colors of the dots and also a few more features as well. I really like those colored dots. I think it just is a great way to say, oh, something's been used or has used my camera or my microphone recently. Obviously, you can see when you're using the phone if something is using it and you don't know what's using it. So it's a really great thing. I love seeing the dots. It just gives me peace of mind that nothing is being used right now. And the Android version, by downloading this app, works just as well. FRIENDSPIRE is great if you want to find new content online. So there's just so many movies and series on Netflix, Spotify, for example. Well, FRIENDSPIRE is a mix between a rating site and a social network. On FRIENDSPIRE, you can actually get recommendations for podcasts, movies, even drinks, Netflix, music, and people as well. And everything's rated by people with a like mind. So you can actually follow people that have the same interests as you. You can see their recommendations. You can also make recommendations as well if you have an account. I think it's a good modern way to do it, and it actually works really well. It is a mix between a rating site and a social network, as I said. So rather than just seeing ratings from people you don't know, you can create groups of like-minded people, see some great recommendations, and find something that maybe is a bit different. CLIPDROP AR is actually mind-blowing, crazy technology, but you can download this app, take a picture of something in the real world, and then drop it from your smartphone onto your computer. I found that this app works best with items that are very clearly recognizable as an item from the background. So if the item blends into the background a little bit more, it's kind of more difficult to cut out. But even with that, it works really well. It's crazy. You get this almost 3D type of image. It's amazing how well it cuts it out, automatically removes the background. To get that picture onto your phone is cool enough, but then to be able to drop it onto your computer is kind of crazy. WhatsApp Box is really functional. I like apps like this that add functionality onto apps that we're probably using anyway. Firstly, the layout of the app is really simple. I like this kind of thing. Very easy to get to all of the features and functions that you want. You get WhatsApp deleted. So anything that's deleted, messages, media, you can re-find it in WhatsApp Box. So just in case you deleted something that you didn't want to, it will be in there. And you can set time parameters to actually auto delete those. So maybe a month or two later, it will be auto deleted. So it won't fill up with loads of junk. There's also WhatsApp Cleaner to do exactly the same thing, basically clean the junk out of WhatsApp. What is really cool though is what's called WhatsApp Transparent, which uses the camera on the back of your phone to create a sort of see-through device. So when you're using WhatsApp, the background of your chat is going to be the world around you, which is Kind of cool, and I don't know if this is a really great feature or kind of a bit sad, but anyway, it uses the main image sensor and you can basically film the world around you and see through your phone, and then the WhatsApp message boxes will be kind of floating on top of that background. I'm still undecided whether this is a really great feature or kind of a sad realization that we stare at our phones way too much. Liquid Teardown is great. I really like Liquid Teardown. It's just super cool to see inside your phone. This app puts an always on display of the internals of your phone when it's charging. I think the first time I saw this liquid charging animation was on the Xiaomi Mi Mix Alpha. It may have been before that, but it's a really cool animation. Well, this one does that for the battery, but you can also see all of the internal designs of your phone, and most Android devices are catered for with this. It's not a super useful app, but it just looks really cool, and it's just a great charging animation that is different from the usual ones that you get with Android phones. Don't Kill My app is also kind of fun to use. This one will tell you if your phone is killing apps in the background, which obviously can affect how fast that you can flick through the system. If all of your apps are being killed in the background, you're gonna have to reload them again when you flick through all of your system apps, which obviously is gonna take some time. With Android, we know that every brand has its own skin on top of Android, and all of these do different things to RAM management. So it's so easy to use this app to find if your specific phone is killing apps in the background. I ran this benchmark on an Oppo Find X2 Pro. You can see the results right here. But obviously, one result doesn't mean anything without context. What's great about this app is that you can go on the app and see all of the benchmark results for every single Android brand. Stock Android doesn't kill apps in the background. Usually it gets a score of 100, so anything below that is progressively worse. TapTap is another application definitely worthy of this list, and for right now, this app is actually in beta phase, so I haven't found it on the Google Play Store, but you can go and find the APK to download it and use it if you want. I'll leave some links to that APK in the description below, but this app adds a functionality that we got on the iPhone 12 this time, which is this tap feature, and essentially you can map this to a bunch of different functionalities. For example, you can double tap to take a screenshot, and you can triple tap to do a lot of other things with the phone. I think it's a really great feature to just double tap. You know you have that functionality there. I like the fact that you can map it to different functions. Screenshot feature is super useful for me. I take a lot of screenshots, and yeah, you can swipe down on the screen or you can pinch depending on the Android phone, whatever, but just to tap a couple of times on the back, take a screenshot, you know it's there. And you even get haptic feedback as well. You can get this across all Android devices. So Samsung, Xiaomi, Oppo, Realme, pretty much works on all of them. A very useful add-on to your smartphone. NOTIEASY is making your notifications easier. So on the notification space, you'll see all of your notifications grouped together. It's a really simple layout, and it kind of declutters all of your notifications. You can actually see a list of all of your deleted notifications all in one place. So if you swiped away something and you didn't mean to, or you want to get that notification back, you didn't quite see it, that will all be there for you in the same notification panel. Another feature in NOTIEASY is that you can actually use it with WhatsApp. So you can turn on read notifications so that you can see when the other party has read your message, but you can actually turn off your read notifications. So you can read their message without sending them a read notification. Kind of sneaky, I think, that way, but you can use this app to do that. And then we come to STORYART. This is really for posting stories on IG. So if you do that a lot, you may want to use this app. You can customize stories in many different ways. So you have templates for your images. You can add 2 images, 4 images. It's going to use the best template. You can also customize absolutely everything as you would expect. Image backgrounds, borders, colors, font styles, sizes, all of that. The reason I've highlighted this app, because there are so many of this type of app, is how you can customize your story covers. So you know those stories that you can actually pin to the top of your Instagram account and they won't disappear, they'll stay there forever. They have this kind of circle picture there. You can actually customize the story cover really easily in this app. You can take an image, it's going to resize it, it's also going to change the shape for you, and you can customize a lot of things with it. That'll save you a lot of time. It's a really easy way to do it in this app and definitely a good feature of it. Let me know some great Android apps that didn't make your list in the comments. And also, have you used any of these and what is your experience? Let me know. That is it for this one though. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.